We are the Morning Hustle.
Yes, baby, it's the Morning Hustle, and we are at it once again. L'Oreal, Kyle Santillian, and this guy's like family. He's back to tell us about his new work he's got going on. We got to give it up for the very talented Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? Happy to be here.
You're going to get this work.
Yes, y'all can't get past a quarter of the year without me up in here. I'ma always come back.
We love that, though. We
That's
love
what's
that
up,
about
man.
you.
That's good.
The crazy thing about that is, but you're always coming with amazing things. And this time, Breakout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Breakout is a big deal right now because it's something we've been waiting for from you. Something I'm sure you've been holding inside.
Yes.
Yes.
How does it feel to have this project dropping?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. Like it's been so long since my God, not so long since I've been singing, but just so long since I've been singing in public, so long since I've been, putting out new product, for people to vibe to. And we kind of started about a year and a half ago, kind of peeking my head out and, seeing what's good, seeing what vibes with people. We dropped one of the songs that are on the album, Some Things, and that went to #1 on iTunes. And then, and then we put out My Mind, and now Breakout is out. Thank you. Breakout is out, and now the album, and it just feels really good. It's 10 tracks. I just want people we wanted to create a timeless album, something that people could, like when you're a kid, you cleaning up to the music, or you dancing to the music, you grown up, you making love to the music, you cooking to the music. All of those things we wanted it to be, and I feel like we did it.
That's what it feels like, bro, because even when you were starting to put music out there publicly during the time of Empire, it was almost like your sound had to be affiliated with the show in a way. You know what I mean? Even with the up-down stuff and all of that. But with this project, as we breezed through it.
Which, FYI, that was my song. Don't you ever check it up, down, take it fast.
Looking like a bag of money.
But to the point you were making is like, this is a much more developed sound, I believe.
Thank you.
Much more mature sound and diverse.
Thank you.
You have songs that
we
we were talking earlier, sound a little neo-soulish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something to give you that party vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all intentional, I would imagine.
Deep R&B vibes as well.
Deep R&B. I just wanted to make a great R&B album. We really have, and I love the fact that you said that and thank you, because we really wanted to lean into more. This album is probably 95% live instruments.
Wow.
And we had some of the most iconic, musicians on. We had James Gatson is playing on the album, and he played on everything from Marvin Gaye's I Want You to the Jacksons' Dancing Machine to Diana Ross' Love Hangover. And then we got Curtis Williams, who does all of the horns, and he's from Kool and the Gang. And the album was mixed by Brian Gardner, who mixed on Off the Wall and Thriller. So we wanted to step into the authenticity of that. And my music partner, David Michael Ott, we were just blessed because Dallas Austin came on and, signed me to Rowdy. He relaunched Rowdy. And,
Rowdy
anyone that grew up,
so
we grew up in the 90s and the 2000s, so we know what Rowdy meant for the culture, means for the culture. So, Monica alone.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm really, really excited to be put. It certainly is, since my first album and certainly since Jamal, I've just grown. I've grown as a musician, as an artist, and certainly as a man. So I hope people hear that.
Yeah,
I love it. And how was that with Dallas once he came on, Dallas Austin, and turned it up a little notch,
He
right?
did. That's exactly what he did. He came and he elevated it. He certainly did. Baby, let me upgrade you. He would just come into the studio before he even officially signed me to Rowdy. He would come into the studio and just chill. He'd come in and he'd be like, yo, y'all should shorten that intro. You should, because, we love the music.
Right.
So I'm just like, just let the music flow. Let the music flow. I'm simply just another instrument in the song. But Dallas would come in and just give these, what seemed on the surface like small little notes, but they made a big difference. Yeah. And I just think that he elevated the project as he elevates everything that he does, So I'm very, very grateful for him and Liz and Javon and the entire Rowdy DAD team. They're incredible.
Yeah, you don't only show your age when it comes to like the knowledge of music on this, but also when you say the word scallywag on Imagination. I use that word.
Scallywag is crazy.
What made you hit us with the scallywag,
You
though?
know what? I got this small little microphone in the studio with David that David has at his studio, and every once in a while, I'm like walking around just acting like I'm a crooner. Just like I truly believe that I was born like 40 years too late. Like I was supposed to be in there with Sammy Davis Jr., with Jackie Wilson. So I took the microphone and I was just like, let me tell you something. And I was talking like this, and scallywag, I always call, the people that I've dealt with scallywag. Like, not everybody. Some of them are really good. Some of them are great people. But the ones that ain't so good, scallywags. What else? My mom and my uncle, mainly my Uncle Jeffrey, he used to use all of those things, all of those terms. He'd be like, scallywag motherfucker up in here. So it's like I'm not from the South, but my family is from the South. So that's such a Southern, New Orleans type of thing. And just, like I've had my heart broken by many a scallywag.
Yeah, I know that's right.
That is funny.
But you've also turned that around, and I want to say congratulations. You're newly engaged.
Thank you.
I feel like this is the engaged seat because we even had Soraya here yesterday, also newly engaged, or the other day, also newly engaged.
I love Soraya.
Yes, which is y'all had Empire together. Is it just y'all time to get engaged, all the Empire?
I guess so. I mean, I'm a little late to the party. Soraya's still a youngster, so but I'm engaged, and I'm very, very, very happy. I've done a good job, I think, at keeping my love life private. And so, I'm still gonna do that, but I'm on a different level now. Yeah. So I feel happy and secure in sharing publicly that I'm just deeply in love and happy, and I'll be somebody's husband by this time next year.
Yeah, even though he's in the limelight too, y'all still are able to kind of keep that private.
We are because we're in the business, but the business is not in us. So this industry is just, we're all about how do we protect what we have. And because we have such a deep friendship, he was truly my best friend for a decade now. And so for us to be able to be, happy in this way it's nice. But I know for sure, not just because of what I've been through, but just because I know how the world is, you have to keep something for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to.
How did you know you were going to be the one to propose versus him being the one to propose?
Because I just knew that I was going to be. I knew what ring I wanted. I knew all of that stuff. So yeah. And after doing Special Forces, my mind had never been.
Oh, we're talking about that now.
Well, I know. Yeah. I know. But honestly, after doing Special Forces, my mind had never been so clear. Really? I had never been so clear of mind. It could also be that I stopped smoking weed. But,
that probably was that. Could be that. Was that.
Did you permanently stop?
Also
that was it.
Are you done, or for the show you stopped?
Oh, I stopped for the show.
Okay, I'm so sorry. We back at it.
My mind is back to cloudy.
That's a sound bite. My mind is back to cloudy.
Shit. I saw L'Oreal's head today. I was like, let's roll up, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, nah, we trying to grow, but not that much.
That is funny.
But I did stop at that period.
Yeah.
But so I was really clear.
Yeah.
And now, so while I was clear, I made the decision. And now that I'm cloudy again, I'm happy I did.
That is funny.
Special Forces.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk
about that. It's one of those things that you were a part of. You said it brought you clarity. What about it brought you so much clarity?
Man, fuck that show.
Oh, my God.
No, I loved it. No, I'm so conflicted.
It beat your ass, didn't it?
I am a rolling contradiction because I loved it and I hated every moment of it.
No way.
But I also loved every moment of it after it was over. There's something about the surrender. There's something about being away from your family, not being able to call up your mate or your mama or your siblings and be like, yo, I had a really rough day, you know? There's no encouraging words to come your way from the people that you love, the people that you trust. There is, and you have to sit in that, you know? So it's not so much the physicality, although that was very difficult. Because I'm athletic, but I ain't no athlete. I'm just like, you want me to do what?
Right.
But why?
Yeah. It is some pretty bogus challenges.
This mofo, he pulls off the damn thing off me. He saw the grays in my beard, and he said, getting old, don't you? And I wanted to be like, nigga, you look like a crumbled baguette. But sure, yes. But I thought better of it because what I saw is like Swaggy P, my boy Nick Young, he kind of laughed in the beginning. he didn't get punished. We got punished.
Really?
And he had to stand there and watch us be punished.
Oh.
And as we were being punished, they were like, you got him to thank for this.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, Swaggy P. So I was just like, let me just shut up. Let me not say nothing, because I don't want my girl Teresa Giudice up there having to do push-ups in the mud.
Right.
But honestly, I went into it with my own preconceived notions and judgments about other people's preconceived notions and judgments, and I went into it and I was wrong. Because they were wonderful. They were wonderful.
What made you do it? I think
money.
Yeah,
really?
I know that's right. Period.
No, why? Because I said because I feel like a lot of us who've never been in the military wonder how we would fare through basic training.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So did you have those kind of thoughts before going into it?
Absolutely. My uncle fought in Vietnam. He's a Navy SEAL. You know, he survived in Katrina. Like, we were like, where's Uncle Michael for like 3 months? And he's like, oh, I'm over here in Dallas, bro.
Yeah,
I survived. Like, basically, he's like, I'm just Michael Phelps on now. You know?
Crazy.
And so I know his survival tactics, and it's, here's what I will say. I am such a non-supporter of war. But I am such a huge supporter of our troops, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to get around the fact that the work that these people do it's probably one of the most selfless things that you can do, because the work that we were doing, this is still a TV show, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably the most real out of any reality television or unscripted. And this is my first time ever doing unscripted. But it still is, we know, like Eva, my girl, Eva passed out in the water.
Oh my God.
Well, there was somebody to grab her, but in the real
way.
world, if we were there's not necessarily a whole production team to come in and save us and everything like that. So the respect that I have I had the respect already, don't get me wrong, but the respect that I have now for our troops, bro, like it's unexplainable.
For sure.
Yeah.
I was actually with Eva the other day, and I saw a clip of y'all talking, and she actually shared this story with me as well. And she said she didn't poop for 2 weeks because y'all had to poop in a hole. Do you have any experiences with the poop hole, or was there something else?
Oh, baby, I'm a shit. Baby, I shit in the hole.
Can you explain to me this poop hole? Like,
It looked like a big gumbo pot.
bleh.
I'm serious. It looked like a big mama's gumbo pot with a piece of plywood over it with a hole cut in it. And you're supposed to squat. Or if you're nasty and you're raggedy and you don't care about things getting on your ass crack, then you ain't squatting. You're just sitting down. But I'm squatting and I'm doing my thing. And they got cameras facing you.
On the toilet.
On the toilet. There's a
doing
wood
this?
door that closes to block you, but they can still see you like squatting down with your head, probably like this. So what I did, and I haven't seen the show and I haven't seen the edit yet, but I thought I was being smart. What I did is, every time I was on the toilet, I started singing I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Because I felt like Fox is not going to license that song. Therefore, my part is going to be cut out.
Genius.
Now watch this shit comes on and we see them play like music over it. Yeah, and you just see me mouthing it and they're like, you stupid fool.
That
Outsmarted Jussie again.
Oh,
Did
man.
you get any special bonds out there? Because when you're
Yes.
in a situation like that, y'all only have each other to lean on. So was there somebody that you got cool with that you like, I would have never thought me and this person.
Not that I never would have thought. Oh well, yes. The people that I mainly bonded with in the crew were definitely Eva. That's my number one. Like that was my sister
that's
on
my
this.
Girl, yeah.
Chanel Iman is one of the sweetest people that I've ever met.
Jussie, all the black people.
Oh my God, am I racist?
Oh my God, am I racist?
But why are you gonna say that right before I was about to say the white people? And Teresa and Gia Giudice. I'm sorry that y'all
The closest to black that you could.
She the black white person.
She the black white person.
She from Jersey.
That's pretty
There
black.
you go. There
And she
you
will
go.
flip a table on motherfucker.
And she been to jail.
Shit, she a real one.
That
She
is
a real one.
hilarious. Was there a particular challenge that was the hardest on the show?
Yes, the one where we had to act as if our plane had crashed into the water and we were gonna drown and then had to get out. That was difficult for me because I went into it kind of cocky. I was like, man, yeah, come on, we gotta hold our breath underwater for 30 minutes. I'm like, bro,
30 minutes.
I'm 30 seconds.
Oh,
I'm like,
I was about to say, Jesus.
bro, I'm a vocalist. I'm like, my breath control. Come on, what you got?
Right.
What you got?
Right.
So I'll go under there, and right before, Eva starts freaking out. Like, she's freaking out as we walk into the thing, and I'm like, girl, you all right? You gonna be all right, Eva the Diva? And she was not all right. And so we get inside, and I'm trying to be calm, and I'm like, baby, it's all good. Like, it's all good. I said, this is just you and Marley, her daughter. I said, this is just you and Marley at the pool, holding your breath. It's as simple as that. She starts calming down. Well, by that time, the water is coming up like this. So I start freaking out.
You forgot to take your breath.
And I got under the water, and I kind of gobbled some water. I was like, this is not how it is. Because I'm going to cash that check before I get up out of here. Okay? And so I tried to get out of the plane, and I went out the back, which you're supposed to go like the second door. And I'm just like, but if there's a door, why can't I just go out here?
Right.
But it's all these rules. I also was like, yo, if this was real, though, I would have goggles. I can't open my eyes underwater, y'all. And I know I'm in my 40s, but whatever. I can swim. I'm a black man that can swim.
Right.
But at the same time, I ain't opening my eyes underwater. Like if it's a pool, that's chlorine in my eyes. If it's an ocean or a river or a lake or something, it's dirty.
Right.
And I don't want that in my eyes, get pink eye.
Right.
No, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. So I lost that challenge.
But you're happy to be back home now.
I'm happy to be back home.
Was
Yes.
there something like, what was the first thing you ate or did once you got out of that situation?
Oh, you know what? After I was done, we went back. They took me back to this incredible hotel in Morocco. And it was like a really small, it was almost like this lady's house. And she had this beautiful room at the top of her hotel, at the top of her, like bed and breakfast. And when I tell you, I don't even know what I ate, but it was the most delicious thing that I have ever had. I was like, ooh, lentils. I'm like, ooh, bread. Because the food there was this to the Gus to the team.
No.
It was awful. So, but I know that is the food that, and they were all like, I tried in the beginning. I was like secretly counting carbs, and then they were like, and then I remember one of the guys, they were like, this ain't no Hollywood diet. They're like, you ain't got time for all of that. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me eat this. Let me eat this bread.
They didn't have a vegan option?
Nah, they didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing. And it was, and I don't see how the hell Eva didn't poop for 2 weeks, because all them eggs we were eating, I'm like, yeah, nasty.
Okay, so
Hilarious.
something else that did come out. Well, make sure y'all check out Special Forces, because this is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
But, you had the truth about Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
Question mark.
Question mark,
A
right?
lot of people felt a different way after they saw it. I only really had one question for you behind this. The sandwich, did you eat it? Because you...
No, I never ate it. That is
sandwich,
so
did you
funny,
eat
actually.
it?
That's hilarious.
The sandwich made it all
That
the way
is
back
hilarious.
to, no matter what.
I don't think people realize, like, when something like that happens, you get up and you're in a daze. You're just
Yeah,
grabbing
you're
shit.
grabbing
you know what I'm
stuff.
saying? Like, grabbing your phone that's over on the floor. You grabbing your bag. And in that moment, you're like, what do I have to do? Just grabbing your stuff so that you could get back into your room. So that's all it is. But I used to fucks with that store.
So have you ever gone back to Subway?
I can't go back no more.
You can't go back no more.
Because my whole thing is, like, I will never be seen inside of a place like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Nor will I ever, like, you ain't gonna catch me in that joke.
You can
Right,
DoorDash
they're going to be like, can you take a
Oh my
picture
God,
with
a
me?
brand new meme? No.
Do you find that-
Needless to say, I will not be doing commercials for them anytime soon. Yeah.
Do you find that more people have tend to come to your side of the story since the documentary came out?
I think so, but at the same time, I'm gonna be really real with y'all. I've specifically tried to stay away from all of that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. There's no need for me to watch it.
Yeah.
And I personally don't need. To me, I partook in it for everyone else, but I didn't take part in it for myself because I didn't need it to tell me what I already knew.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I don't have any control over what people edit. Everybody else was paid for this. I wasn't paid for it.
I was about to ask you, had some sort of involvement.
No. I mean, I sat down for it, of course, and I was happy to do so because I knew that the investigative journalists that they had been working with had done work that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So it meant a great deal to me, and I'm forever grateful for the work of Shelley Stanley and Abigail Carr and Jared Hill and all of these incredible people who came and FOIA'd the hell out of the police department. So I'm really grateful for that. But I personally have talked about it at such great length and have spent the last 7 years.
You're sick of it.
Beyond
sick of it.
That I just have to. I know already that everybody somehow has made their decision and their mind up either way, whether it's in support of me and the truth or it's that other stuff. But for me, I just got to move on.
Is the situation with the brothers all wrapped up? Because I know they tried to come and say that they were going to court against you at some point in time.
Oh, I don't know.
Like they were. I don't understand how they're not getting more backlash.
I also try to not speak on them because number one, it gives more air to the situation.
Absolutely.
And it also, I personally have my own thoughts about them, and it's not, I know this sounds crazy, but it's not all bad. I also want to poke holes in the fucking tires of the gravy train.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's go and do your own thing now.
It
to everybody.
They were looking for a come up.
But for me, it's not. I also have an issue, and I know what's been said, but at the same time, I also have an issue about publicly arguing with another black man. For me, that's just not what I care to do, because that is what the actual powers that be want. And it's easier to cause that distraction to have, two sides that are both black men arguing in that way, in this like bitchy, gossipy sort of way.
Yeah.
I just don't really want to partake in that.
Well, you spoke about poking holes. I thought the documentary poked a lot of holes in the police department. That's what. When I saw that, I'm like, bro, like, come on, like, at the end of the day, if you really are claiming this is what happened from a police department standpoint, why not be fully transparent? Why are there clips of video being cut out? Sure. Why are certain things? Sure. Why are they being chummy in the interrogation room? Sure. Those kind of things, to me, are points in which the shift should go in your favor.
Sure, and I appreciate that. My whole thing is that I can't help people's cognitive dissonance. I can't help people's willful ignorance. I can just stand on what I've always stood on. And again, that, nothing I've ever said has shifted, even for a second.
That's very true.
And so, just keep it moving, and Breakout, which comes out September 30th.
Breakout, we saw what you did.
But what kind of sandwich was it, though?
It was a tuna sandwich. It was a tuna sandwich, and it wasn't mine. The salad was mine. The tuna sandwich was for Frank Gatson.
Oh, you had to watch your card.
Yeah, I had a salad. I think
I used to eat that tuna too.
He ate the sandwich, though. I know that fact. He did. I'm just thinking about that. I remember him eating his.
You go to pick up a sandwich for somebody else, and it messes up the next 7 years of your life. That's crazy.
So crazy.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. But
you know what? You know what's complicated to me? I wonder if you did you get a chance to check out or even see or hear the fact that how do you say his name? Bryshere has OnlyFans.
Of course, I certainly have not seen it, but I'm aware.
And he's getting pretty active on there, starting to go very viral. Did you foresee this for him ever in life? Did you see him being this open?
How do I say this? I will say, I know to some people, other people's lives are fun to look at, and other people's lives are, and in that sense, are fun to even poke fun at. But as someone who has been so talked at and talked about and not really talked to, I just want to say, like, I love the brother. He is my brother. And I think that instead of people making posts, foolish posts, about things that they don't know about, I think reach out to the brother and see if he's okay, which I have done. And, just spoke to him via text yesterday. Hadn't spoken to him in a while, but I love the brother, and I worked with him as my brother for 5 seasons, 6 years. And so I wish him all the best, and I pray that he is choosing his own path.
Right.
That's really all I can say, because anything else will go and will be misrepresented as fodder, when in actuality he is a live, breathing human being with real feelings and a real heart, and a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So all I can do is just send him love publicly and show him that I'm his brother privately. That's all I can do.
I love that about you. You're such a nice, good person.
I try. Like, I could be an asshole too, but rub me wrong, rub the genie wrong. But I just believe that love and integrity and loyalty is number one. And people haven't always been loyal to me, but the people that have. Again, I believe that I try not to judge people. I don't think that we should judge people on how they treat the people that they love. I think that you should judge people on how they treat the people that they don't love. Because then you can really see what is their limit. Are they malicious? Because it's really easy to be kind to someone that you love.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's when you're not dealing with them anymore, you're not around them anymore, that you still are. And this doesn't have anything to do with Yaz, of course, because I still love him. We don't have any issue.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that when you fall out with someone and then all of a sudden they're out there like talking trash, or they think something happened and they're out there talking trash, it's just like, well, you just showed what a small, minuscule of a human being you are. And I know that I'm a lot of things, but I'm a big man as far as my integrity and my loyalty, so I'll always hold on to that.
We love that about you. Breakout is out right now. Yep. I really do love my party. We was playing it in here before you came.
Thank you.
Can we see a new video coming?
Yes, there is a new video, but y'all got to buy the album so the budget can be good for the video.
I know that's right.
Okay, no doubt, for sure.
I saw what Cardi was doing. I was like, she is so damn right. I was talking to somebody. They brought up our interview about the baby, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to have a baby.
Yeah.
And it was like, what it costs. I was like, so buy the album so I could get a baby.
I know that's right.
I want to have a baby.
I got to purchase one of these babies.
I mean, we're not purchasing no babies, y'all. We're not doing none of that. We're going to do it legally.
I might let y'all hold me.
Just know the money is going to a good cause, right?
How much y'all paying?
We don't pay for the children, y'all.
That's right. Listen, man, Breakout, the album. Our guy, Jussie Smollett, in the studio. Congratulations on everything. Good luck with the album and everything you got coming forward, man. And, of course, we know you'll be back to join us.
You know it. Okay. You already know it.
And watch Special Forces.
Watch Special Forces. Watch Special Forces. And if I look good and I win those challenges, post that.
Yeah.
No, they wait for the bathroom
Don't post
scene.
the other one.
They wait for the bathroom scene.
Stay away from episode 2.
It's the Morning Hustle Show.
I cannot look at I Will Always Love You the same again.
That's right, because you don't imagine me. Look, Whitney sitting on that chair, pregnant in that video. I was sitting on another chair.
Oh, my God.
And you was dropping off
on a
different
throne, baby.
That's right. Jussie Smollett, Morning Hustle Show.
Dropping your kids to the pool.
I love y'all.
We are the Morning Hustle.